as you see in this warehouse, there is tons of material that's been excavated. It just hasn't been researched. And so having all of this material here, I mean, it's a researcher's dream.
What we have here is the history of this area. So this is the history of Orange County, what's been here, everything from 170, 180 million years ago to now. Every find is exciting, honestly. It's hard to know when you're in the field what exactly you have. It's when you get back in the lab that you get really excited about it.
This project, which is all about caring for and presenting a globally significant Archaeo-Paleo collection, is part of the Bringing the Past to Life initiative, which is one of a few special efforts adopted by the Board of Governors of the Cal State Fullerton Philanthropic Foundation.
Even the layperson can appreciate the incredible value of the archaeological artifacts and the paleontological specimens in this collection. Together, they paint a vivid picture of this region's natural history, going back thousands to millions of years, as well as the history of the human experience going back hundreds to thousands of years.
I think what's most impressive about the collection is the size, just the sheer number of artifacts that have been found, and everything from dinosaurs to clay pots.
We don't know a fraction of what is actually there still. Most of the resources in the facility have never been looked at since they were extracted from the ground when the freeway was being built. And that's an enormous project. There are literally lifetimes of work to be done in there, and there will be scientists from all over the world coming to Cal State Fullerton, to Orange County, to work on these resources.
The fossils that are from Orange County are unique in the world, and that could be said of any fossil, but in Orange County it's particularly true because we have species here that nobody's ever seen before.
The collection fills in gaps in the global fossil record. There is scientific evidence of how past cultures dealt with problems like climate change, and this county at one time was at the nexus of where different Native American groups came together.
It's a monumental task. If you were to look around this room here, you would see there are artifacts, boxes and boxes that need to be gone through. A lot of materials, and we need a lot of help.
There's a sense of urgency around things that are starting to break down and fall apart, and we have to get to it as soon as possible. So waiting is not an option.
When you remove them from the ground, from the dirt and the rock in which they were encased, they begin to degrade. They rot, quite literally. And most of the specimens that we have there are very rapidly losing their value because they're simply deteriorating.
These jackets all come from construction sites throughout Orange County, and they look exactly like they did the day that they came out of the field. Nothing's happened to them. These jackets were created to protect the fossil as it was moved from a construction site. We won't know what's inside these jackets until we actually open them up and excavate the interior. And at that point, we'll be able to reveal all the mysteries that are inside each and every one of them.
The whole issue of artifact curation has been a long-term issue for many different counties, many different regions, and in fact it has a broader name called the curation crisis.
It's our responsibility, if we have all this material, to curate it in a way that makes it last forever and ever.
Nobody understood the amount of material that was going to come out of the ground in Orange County. Rock units that people said didn't have any fossils in them, it turned out they had a lot of fossils in them.
Orange County developed very quickly, and the fossils or the artifacts that were found exceeded expectations, and so we didn't really know the richness of what was in Orange County. I think that the good news is that there was a process in place by which to collect them and to store them. Now we've got to deal with them now that they've been found.
It's a huge monumental effort because we have collections in the facility that have been here since the 1970s.
When I think about this project, it's a massive undertaking. It's a monumental, generational project. This project will still be going when I'm long gone.
We have no space. For every box you see here, There's another 2 boxes out that local companies who do archaeology have been kind enough to keep in their warehouses, but those aren't secure, those aren't safe. We really need to have them all together in one place so that they can be studied, so that we have the educational opportunities. And as of now, we're not able to do that, and that's unfortunate.
Cal State Fullerton brings people that can really understand how to manage these artifacts that they're finding. And it allows us to, as an institution, to really handle them the way they're supposed to be handled.
Cal State Fullerton has a full team of archaeologists, paleontologists, anthropologists, geologists who are all working on the Cooper Center project. It's a great team of enthusiastic people that all have a specific expertise to bring to the project.
We are in a great position to be able to take care of these collections. We have the right knowledge, the right specialties, and the dedication to make sure that these artifacts are taken care of for the long term and in appropriate ways.
We read about digs all over the world. We read about artifacts that are found all over the world. This is a great place to explore right here in your own backyard.
It's a wonderment, it is, to see the value and treasures that are there, and to keep them locked up in secret is not for anyone's good. So let's get it out there, either through the mobile unit that we've proposed to happen for the children, where they can go out into the community, touch and feel.
The vision for this collection is to not only preserve it, but to bring it, make it accessible to Orange County. And there are several ways that we can do that. One of the ways that we're thinking about doing it is actually creating a mobile dig trailer that we can actually take out to various sites, such as schools, and bring it to the children, and actually expose them to the richness of this history of what's been found in Orange County.
We're actually going to bring all of these fossils to the public in a number of different ways. We want to partner up with places that have exhibit space to be able to actually put the fossils on display with some interpretive text, tell people where they were found, what it means to the fossil record.
This particular project is unique in that it is tied to an agreement with the County of Orange. Most of this collection is housed at what is now named the Cooper Center in Santa Ana, named after the late John D. Cooper, who was a professor emeritus here at Cal State Fullerton.
Orange County is committed enough to this project to provide ongoing support is just fantastic. And finding Cal State Fullerton, who is really the only partner in the area that has the expertise and the willingness to participate in this project.
Cal State Fullerton is really honored that the county selected us to work with the counties and the people's resources. It's a massive responsibility to put on the university, and we appreciate their trust, and we think that we have the right tools in place to be able to handle a collection and a job of this magnitude.
The county and Cal State Fullerton actually collaborating on this enables the county to have the scientific input that they wouldn't necessarily have on their own. And in that way, it's actually a very unique thing, and they're actually looking to this partnership as a way to manage it and to make it into something that's really something positive for everyone.
I think people would want to get involved in this effort because they're getting in on the ground floor. It's like we're starting here and we have all the pieces in place, we have all the right people, all the professionals finally together who can take this facility from where it is and get it known at the national level.
The ultimate creation of an endowment to provide ongoing operational support is critical, and there are also a number of opportunities in the shorter term. Opportunities to help get this collection out to the people.
This all doesn't get done by happenstance. We've got many people that will need to be funded for this effort.
The project that we have is one that does take lifetimes. So ultimately what we'd like to do is to build an endowment that will support this for lifetimes, that will be able to have the funds to properly care for this collection, to properly do the education and outreach that needs to be done, to properly make it available to the citizens of Orange County so that they can understand their own past, and to properly do the science that needs to be done for this amazing collection.
County funds, state funds cannot alone advance this effort. If this work is going to be done, it's going to be up to us. It's up to private financial support.